you saw the thumbnail. You already know what's about to happen. It is time to witness two of the most horny and down bad fandom's favorite characters go at it head to head in a death battle. Gojo and Makima. This is gonna be fun. I have looked up what both of them are able to do, specifically Makima. And the only thing that I need to know is if any of her abilities are able to bypass infinity. Because if they bypass infinity, then she should technically win. Keyword should. But if none of what she does is able to bypass infinity, Gojo should win. Now, I don't know much more past that without dragging out the intro too long. Link to the video in the description down below. Let's get into the nonsense, shall we, boys and girls?
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp and HelloFresh.
All right.
Satoru Gojo, Jujutsu Kaisen Sorcerer Sensei.
Makima, Chainsaw Man's head of Tokyo Public Safety.
These two paranormal mentors are so strong that they change the very worlds they exist in.
Yep.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And
It's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Who we got first?
Japan, December 7th, 1989. Satoru Gojo was born, and the world changed.
And in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, invisible, cursed spirits born from negativity threaten humanity.
So it's up to the Jujutsu sorcerers to do battle with them.
And
Bro, they
what
throwing
better way
hands.
to learn the trade than to sign up for Tokyo Jujutsu High?
At this institution, a sorcerer will learn to harness their cursed energy, or the spiritual manifestation of intense emotion.
It's
Yep.
like Ki, but if Ki desperately needed therapy.
With it,
Oh.
sorcerers can boost their physicality and perform devastating curse techniques. Anything from voodoo dolls to swapping places with mere claps.
And lucky for humanity, Satoru Gojo's the best
Wait, okay, dislikes Kinjaku alcohol higher ups. That makes sense. Likes ghetto. It's Digimon. I love it. He hates Amogus. Oh, that's cringe.
sensei a sorcerer could ask for.
Gojo isn't just the best, he's known as the strongest. His very birth forced the strength of curses to exponentially rise. Like witnessing a world record get broken, cursed society shifted to match the might of Gojo's presence.
As a kid, Gojo knew he was the shit. He mastered the art of the Riz, the hoops, and the curse murdering, all alongside Suguru Geto, his sorcerer BFF.
Together, they planned on changing Jujutsu society for the better.
And if anyone could do it, Gojo could. Thanks to his bloodline, he got one of the most busted anime powers ever, Limitless.
Limitless grants Gojo a nigh-perfect defense by actualizing the very concept of infinity.
It creates an infinite space around himself, stopping anything coming his way. The dude is literally untouchable.
Kind of. Gojo tailored Limitless to automatically detect an object's mass and velocity. As the difference between himself and an object decreases, Limitless halves the object's velocity. It's like Zeno's paradox.
Think of it this way, if you're trying to get from point A to point B, first you gotta go halfway, then you gotta go another halfway, then another and another, and so on. With Limitless, you'll never arrive, just like my alimony payments.
Hence, infinity. Yeah, it might sound complicated, but it basically creates a spatial force field around Gojo at all times.
Techniques on this level would burn out other sorcerers in seconds.
But his
That's
is-
where Gojo's incredible 6 eyes come in. They let him see and near perfectly control cursed energy at the atomic level. So
What?
he'll basically
Atomic?
never run out of juice in a fight. He isn't just built different, he was born different.
Six Eyes and Limitless gave Gojo the power to manipulate space itself. Gojo's Lapse Blue technique attracts and condenses space into singularities. With Reversal Red, Gojo does the opposite, repelling space. Think push and pull. But you may be asking, how does one accomplish this with cursed energy? With math!
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Curses!
Exactly! Cursed energy is typically negative, like with blue, but when multiplied by itself, negative
So
cursed
that's what the wiki was saying. It's mathematics? I thought they were pulling my leg. Oh, this is about to get ignorant on the best way possible. Let's go.
energy becomes positive, creating red.
Oh, strawberry and blueberry.
So, what happens when you combine a positive and a
Kuroshiki Murasaki.
Rape?
Zero! By combining Reversal Red and Lapse Blue, Gojo creates Hollow Purple, an enormous ball of curse energy that literally applies the concept of zero to an opponent, crushing and repelling them into nothing.
Gojo's a walking cursed Swiss Army knife. Levitation, teleportation, even expanding Limitless to fry his enemies. Gojo can also use positive energy to heal humongous wounds, and he's constantly refreshing his brain with it 24/7 to keep up with all of this.
Still, there's one technique that costs more cursed energy than anything else.
Domain expansion!
Every sorcerer is born with an innate domain, a mental world shaped by their mind and heart.
Add cursed energy to it, and these domains can be manifested physically. A technique called domain expansion.
Every sorcerer worth their salt needs one, and you know damn well Gojo has the scariest, unlimited void. You get caught in this, your ass is grabbed.
Overstimulation.
Exposure to unlimited void overloads your consciousness with a stream of infinite information. A mere fifth of a second of exposure can leave a normal person in a vegetated state for months.
Too bad it requires so much energy you can only do it like once a day. Oh wait, except for Gojo, who has done it multiple times in a row. Thanks again.
More recently, a weakened Sukuna dodge EM wave, suggesting an even greater ceiling for Jujutsu Kaisen speed.
Size?
Quite frankly, Gojo was getting so strong that the axis of the Jujutsu world began to turn on him. Like the meta of a fighting game defined by one broken character, he defined the hierarchy of power in the sorcerer world. He alone was the honored one.
His mere presence can cause earthquakes. He outran sonic explosions and applied cursed energy within a microsecond.
Gojo has been repeatedly stated by many to be the strongest sorcerer there is.
That includes his ex-student Hikari, who can dodge lightning, or this little volcano-headed cursed Jogo, the embodiment of humanity's fear of fire, who can bring down city-shattering meteors, and Gojo kicked his ass with zero effort.
But strength alone was not enough to fix his cursed world. When Geto rejected Jujutsu Society to forge his own justice, Gojo's philosophy changed. Instead of doing everything himself, he would teach a new generation of sorcerers to carry the torch when he could not.
It's all about setting an example. If it means a world where his companions can stand shoulder to shoulder as equals, who cares if he's gotta show off a bit?
All right.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored
Shut
by...
up. I need to know, how are y'all gonna scale? Because, spoiler alert if y'all didn't know, Makima, I'm just gonna let them talk about it.
They'll do all the meal planning and
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Ah, what a beautiful day. The sun is shining, the birds are singing.
And a giant AK-47 carpet bombed the neighborhood. The sky rains blood. Millions are dead. Dear God, Wiz, it's the end times. Run away!
Calm down, there's no reason to panic. It's just that in the world of Chainsaw Man, devils exist, and your fear makes them stronger.
Oh, lovely.
Never mind. Panic.
Remember that spider you shrieked at, or the last time you cut yourself dicing onions? Now the spider and knife devils are the monstrous products of your nightmares, and they hate you specifically.
The fearsome gun devil stood as the epitome of terror and destruction, and was responsible for a countless loss of lives. But a group was formed to combat it and the other devils that plagued humanity.
Well, who are
the
they?
Devil Hunters.
Live in Japan and got yourself a pesky zombie problem? It's time to call the 4th Division of the Public Safety Devil Extermination.
A government-funded devil hunter unit led by a stone-cold vixen,
Makima.
She's dressed like Columbo with a blank stare and a sadistic streak. She's been in the game for a while and just found herself a new prize.
The union of man and pet devil dog, Denji, the Chainsaw Man. Upon meeting him, she gave him a choice: live under her as a human dog or die by her hand as a devil.
Sounds sketch, but Denji's brain was set to teenage boy and Makima's hot. So in short order, Makima got a new pet.
Makima may seem terrifying at first, but she is a dog lover and a cinephile. Though you'd be ill-advised to mess with her.
Wait, what the heck is a cinephile? Hold up. Nah, what the? No, wait, what? Hold on, run that back. A cinephile? Hold on. We're about to look this up right now, because I have no idea what that even is. Hold up. I don't care. Cinephile? What the heck is that? Person who loves canines. A dog lover. Why you have to add file to it? It just makes it sound weird. Okay.
Sure, for her position, you'd expect her to know how to defend herself. Martial arts here, swordplay there, but devil hunters like Makima become real threats when they make contracts with devils. A classic Faustian bargain. Give something of yourself. The devil gives you power.
Yup.
She can call death upon anyone she chooses through a complicated ritual and even survive being shot through the head.
Because, as they say in the devil hunter world, you need your screws loose to live.
But she might have more than a few screws loose because, in actuality, Makima is a devil herself.
Yep.
Gasp! There's no way this clearly evil character could be a villain in disguise.
The Japanese government has been keeping a close eye on Makima ever since she was born. Rightfully so. She isn't some F-tier scrub like the Bat or Leech devils. She's the Control Devil, embodying humanity's collective fear of the oppressor. In a way, she's even more terrifying than the Gun Devil.
Makima can exert absolute mental control over any creature.
She believes to be lesser than herself. That is what we're gonna get interested in. Can this be inflicted and imposed upon Gojo? Because that doesn't necessarily have to bypass infinity.
She views as inferior to her, which is basically everyone. People, animals, even other devils become puppets under her command. She can even hijack their senses to listen and see whatever she wants.
As a devil, Makima's far stronger, faster, and more durable than the average person.
Plus, her metabolism lets her slam down as many beers as she wants to. So, Makima, if you're into countlessly divorced alcoholic rednecks, you know who to call.
Usually used as bang. Damage is transferred amongst Japan's populace. If you did not know, actually,
By
wait.
drinking blood, she can heal her injuries, and her sense of smell is so potent that it can spot targets from over 300 miles away.
Holy
Not only
crap.
can she control your mind, but your body too with telekinesis. She can mess up your internal organs or blow you away with finger guns. She doesn't shoot you with invisible bullets. She points at you and then a wound just happens out of nowhere. She controls all sorts of things with these ghostly chains that stab her victims. Once they're hooked, they're easier to control.
Makima has plenty of devils in her collection.
She has
There's
a lot
the
of
massive
hacks.
Fox Devil, the Future Devil for precognition, and a ton of devils that exist just to stab you.
But I'm definitely all about the blow shit up devil, the undead party devil, the flamethrower devil, and the unholy matrimony that's the angel devil, which will make you see God before you die.
After about the 20th time, seeing God gets kind of old.
What?
Anyway, like other devils, Makima can form contracts with people to give them power.
But unlike other devils, her control powers allow her to force people into contracts that exclusively benefit her.
Like when she forced Japan's prime minister into a contract that states, and I quote, any attack made on her will be changed into appropriate illnesses or accidents among Japanese citizens.
What?
The verbiage of Makima's contract is worded specifically so that she quickly heals from any damage that is perceived to be an attack, transferring said damage to some poor random citizen of Japan.
Oh man, imagine like taking a shit and Makima gets hit and whoops, guess you're wiping at the pearly gates.
With these abilities and contracts, Makima set out to create the world that she wanted. No more pain, no more war, no more bad movies. The world would be perfect, but she needed the Chainsaw Devil to do so, who just so happened to be living as Denji's heart.
Yep, that cute doggo is actually the Chainsaw Devil. Oh, talk about shitty luck, kid.
In the depths of hell, Makima watched in awe as the Chainsaw Devil literally ate devils and eradicated plagues from existence.
Oh, lovely.
Because of the Chainsaw Devil, in this world, concepts like nuclear bombs, HIV, and even Nazis do not exist.
He literally ate the concept of Nazis out of existence.
However, as
What?
Makima didn't see Denji or the Chainsaw Devil as beneath her, she could not directly control him. She needed to manipulate him. So she decided to build Denji up and then tear him down as cruelly as possible.
First, she murdered Denji's found family one by one.
Then she made Chainsaw Man into a public hero, stripping him of the power devils receive by being feared.
Oh, so she could control her precious Chainsaw Devil and make him press backspace on anything she didn't like.
Her telekinetic bangs shot the Chainsaw Devil out of orbit, and they stalemated the Darkness Devil, which embodies humanity's greatest fears.
Makima's stronger than devils like the Bomb Devil, who can easily blow up buildings, or the Typhoon Devil, which made city-spanning storms.
And while fighting the Gun Devil fragment, this large behemoth moved over 300 miles in a few seconds.
She was pretty much unbeatable, though ultimate power can make it pretty lonely at the the top.
Makima's quest may have been to make the world a better place through domination, but the truth she was never willing to admit to herself was that she really wanted to understand human emotion. After all, you can't control someone and love them at the same time.
Yep.
Too bad she never quite found the answer she was looking for when the Chainsaw Man defeated her once and for all by cutting her to pieces, cooking her into a 7-course feast, and fucking ate her?
Believe it or not, the love Makima tried to understand was her undoing. Despite the hell she put him through, Denji still loved Makima in his own way. So the act of devouring her was its own act of love and did not count as an attack, bypassing her immortality.
Completely batshit insane. That's Chainsaw Man for you. Who knows, Wiz? Eventually, the Control Devil will come back, though it won't be Makima.
While her path back to hell was paved with good intentions, in the world of devils, it's no surprise that Makima came so close to her ideal future.
Oh! Before we even get into this, right? Before we get into this, and I promise this will be the last time I pause it until like they get into it. She sounds like she has a lot more hacks than Gojo, but the issue is will she perceive Gojo as lesser than her whenever she sees that he's able to do that stuff? The contract, concepts, Infinity blocks physical stuff, but conceptual stuff, I don't think it does, but my brain! Someone who is smarter than me about power scaling this stuff, please explain to me after this is all over, because my brain cannot function right now.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by BetterHelp. Have you ever felt that your
This is
own
actually
brain
one of the
getting
better
in your
ones
way?
because you
And
don't
I'm
know
not just
how
talking
these
about
powers will
maniacal
bypass
supergenius like
infinity.
myself. This can
And
apply
if they
to
can,
anyone.
that's even better.
Feeling when
But
you know
wait,
what you
hold
should
on.
be.
If he kills her enough times to kill over 150 million people in Japan, if he then eventually wipes out all of Japan as a whole, does that mean that he himself will get killed?
Doing, but you just can't do
You
it
have to let me
and you
figure
don't
this
know
out
why.
because
Therapy
the way
can
my
help you
brain is
find out
working,
what's holding you
what I'm
back,
saying
whether it
does
be
make sense,
anxiety,
but does it
self-doubt,
work
or
that way?
Anything.
Talking to someone about your feelings can
Bro,
Therapy off your
hold up.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run
Hey!
their data through all possibilities.
But first, a couple of rules for a unique fight like this one.
We'll
Wait, what? No way!
be considering curses and devils to be comparable beings to avoid arbitrary terminology in their power systems that might make this fight incompatible. We will also consider Gojo and Makima citizens of the same Japan to balance it out.
So that means that Gojo, if it bypasses his infinity, could technically die if he kills her enough times.
It's
Time for a death battle! Oh, this is about to get stupid. Oh, this is about to get ignorant. Oh, this is about to get ignorant.
Love this part. Could have been some flicks right about now.
Oh, God.
But gotta kill you instead. Can't just let a curse do as they please.
Mink!
No talking during the movie.
Ooh, nice soundtrack.
First technique lapse. Womp womp.
Oh! Oh! Yep, that's 2 out of like over 150 million Japanese.
I could have died, but that much won't matter to you soon.
Don't worry. I'm Satoru Gojo, the strongest.
Ooh!
Confident, strong, and idiotic. We'll be sure to write it on your tombstone.
Ooh, that's kind of hard. Wait, what? Wait, he done took off the blindfold. Con? Bro, that's not enough. Bang! Ooh, okay. Flamethrower devil. Like, bro, that's not
I
enough.
hope we don't kill you too quickly.
I should be good, since you're so weak.
Yo, Aimo!
Bang.
So it wait, so it
Bang.
so wait, that can bypass wait, it bypasses because it's not an actual direct thing. Reverse curse technique.
Now, be a good boy and play dead.
Should I bark too? I'm getting really tired of your pets.
Yep, there we go. Oh,
Domain expansion. Unlimited void.
overstimulation.
On heaven and earth,
I am alone and the honored one. Kiroseki Murasaki! I was expecting this fight to be drawn out further. Let's get into the explanation!
KO! So do you think that place is offering discounted tickets or too soon? Yeah, I'll order online.
Gojo and Makima were complicated to compare. On the
Yes.
surface level, Gojo had a lot going for him.
It's no surprise, given that his reputation in Jujutsu Kaisen is that of its pinnacle. At least it was.
First of all, it's unlikely Makima would
To use control, Makima has historically needed to prove herself superior to foes like the Gun Devil, Kwanzi, and technically Rize. She would likely have to do the same against Gojo. So it's not an instantaneous thing. She can't just say like, "Oh, you're lesser than me."
see Gojo as inferior to her, in a similar way to how she saw Denji. So she wouldn't be able to immediately control Gojo.
Gojo's birth caused a giant shift in the world of curses. Plenty of people have recognized that after only seeing him once. Being better than everyone is...
Gojo broke out of Hanami's flower field, a mind control technique that drains foes' will to fight. He could do the same against control as power and have... okay.
literally Gojo's thing.
Plus, Gojo automatically refreshes his brain with positive cursed energy 24/7. Even if Makima could control him, it wouldn't last very long.
Gojo was obviously stronger too. The best feat we can compare Makima to is the Typhoon Devil's Storms. But that's nothing compared to the meteor created by Jogo, who is leagues below Gojo in strength.
However, considering she reacted to the Gun Devil fragment, Makima would actually be a bit faster, though she would need to be able to get past Limitless for her speed to matter.
Makima had more devils than you can shake a fist.
A sorcerer's body acts as a domain, preventing foreign objects from being created inside of them. This counters the Mold Devil's ability to mold within others' bodies.
But most were rendered moot against Limitless. Knives, fire, bombs, zombies, it's all stuff Gojo's dealt with before, and with zero issues.
Yeah.
And Gojo could easily wipe out her demonic crowd with red and blue whenever he wanted to.
The future devil could clue her in on anything nasty coming her way, but that wouldn't last forever. Plus, with Gojo's 6 eyes and teleportation, she had zero opportunities to break away and set up her instant kill moves.
But Gojo would obviously lose if he couldn't permanently kill Makima. 6 Eyes couldn't inform him of Makima's contract with the Prime Minister.
That is true.
And eventually, one of Gojo's attacks could cause his death in...
That's what I'm talking about. There's no way that you couldn't say that she would have not died.
Instead, even if it took a while.
And Makima did have a way past Limitless with her finger guns. Makima could land attacks directly on Gojo's body, meaning there's no projectile for
I can do it automatically, mass, speed, and shape, but since it literally had none of that, it bypasses infinity. Okay, that makes sense. So if it bypasses any of that stuff and it does not have mass, speed, or shape, it can technically bypass it unless you're able to just sever space itself.
Limitless to detect and infinitely slow down.
Though when they did land, Gojo's healing ensured that he repaired his body quickly.
On the flip side, Makima didn't have a counter to Gojo's domain expansion. Unlimited Void overloads its target with unlimited information. It's not really an attack.
You could call it an attack on the senses, but even if she could transfer it to other Japanese citizens, she still could not escape an infinite amount of information.
We can compare this to the Doll Devil, who was defeated by a technique similar.
You're about to acquire total understanding of everything in the universe.
To unlimited void.
Despite being able to transfer her mind across a large number of hosts, the Doll Devil was still trying to transfer infinite information across finite people. Even with all of Japan as mental meat shields, Makima would still be overwhelmed.
Wait, doesn't that mean Gojo just unintentionally killed basically everyone in Japan?
Don't think about it.
Oh my god. Holy crap. Oh my god. That Gojo oh my god, Gojo just killed everybody in this universe's Japan. Huh, cool.
Regardless, Gojo is immune to his own unlimited void, so he was still unaffected.
Good for him. The moment unlimited void landed, Makima would be stuck, opening her up for
Hollow Purple's convergence and divergence crushes and automatizes matter. It does not remove them from existence, evident by Toji's revival in Shibuya, where he still existed.
a good old hollow purple.
Her contract isn't perfect. Makima only ever regenerated as long as there was some mass to come back from.
But hollow purple disintegrates anything it touches to zero. Literally, there's no way she was regenerating from that.
Sure, control as a concept will always exist, but a reincarnation of the Control Devil isn't Makima. This was one of the craziest fights we've ever had. However, with Gojo's raw power, broken counters, and unbelievably busted Limitless, Makima lost control over this fight.
Makima thought she had Gojo by the ball and chain, but in the end, she was left hollow.
Oh, I like
The
that.
winner is Satoru Gojo.
Yeah!
Thanks for watching, and hey, are you a Death Battle member? We've got a ballot going on right now where members get to choose a matchup for the next season. So click that join button and jump into our Champions Discord.
All right, what's the next fight? No! 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 This is not real! This is not real. This is not real. I always said Scooby-Doo versus Courage the Cowardly Dog for years as a bit. This is real? Oh my god, this is not real. This is not real life. 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 Hold up. Hold on. Hold on. Oh. No. We about to, hold up. Now answer.
Yes,
Scooby-Doo versus Courage the Cowardly Dog.
that's the next one.
Yes. What the actual heck?
I like both of them. I can't choose.
I don't know what the. This is Death Battle. This is just as weird as Yogi versus the other one, is Smokey. Why? What do you gain from this? Oh, I'm gonna have a stroke. I'm actually gonna have a stroke.
So now you see why Gigi does not like Gojo.
You know what's really messed up? They had to make this was a special one. This was a special episode because they said we have to specify something very special. Oh my lord. Oh, I'm gonna deal with you later. My head is currently mixed right now. I gotta close out this video. I'll talk to you later, friend. Holy crap baskets.
Okay.
All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
I'm sorry. I saw that. I'm like, no way. Okay, actually, the actual thing. So, there were some things that she did have that did and had the ability to bypass infinity. Her contract made with the Japanese prime minister, meaning that any death that she would have encountered would be transferred to a Japanese citizen. In theory, Gojo could have offed himself if the probability of it actually happening, because it's random. He could have been the first one, he could have been the last one. So the certainty of that was definitely not going to be a thing. Now the bang, because it bypassed it, would have been the surefire way to do it. But why is it that she did? She should have did like Thor. Should have went for the head, but she didn't. But I did find out that she can't instantly invoke her control over somebody. It has to be like earned in a weird way, which kind of makes sense because she would be way too overpowered if that's the case. But besides that, everything else seems basically perfectly fine. Besides that, he could heal from almost all of his injuries because she didn't go in and she wanted to establish control and dominate him. But because Gojo literally is just him, it just makes more sense that he would win. But my biggest issue and concern that has been put to rest was her contract or anything else she had in her arsenal able to bypass Limitless and put him down for good before he could do it? And if Hollow Purple, if used on her, would be enough to kill her for good. And luckily it did. I am content with this outcome. I really am. Sorry that this video is so long. This was an interesting death battle and probably one of the more complicated ones to think of, but this is actually one that I'm actually okay with, and it could have went either way, and in all honesty, I'm fine with that. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment down below what you thought about it, what I should add to next, subscribe, hit the bell, get notified of everything I do on the channel, subscribe, share with a friend, I'll greatly appreciate it, and as usual, it's your boy NPC Jackson signing out, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.